On May 4th, 1871, the very first professional baseball game ever took place at a small ballpark called Hamilton Field in Fort Wayne. The home team was the Fort Wayne Kikiyongas, named after the Miami word for blackberry bush and honoring the native history of the region. Their opponents were the Cleveland Forest Cities, who came in as one of the stronger clubs in the new league. Only a few hundred spectators showed up, mostly local factory workers and curious residents, but they ended up witnessing one of the most important milestones in baseball history. The game itself was slow and defensive by today's standards. The Kikiyongas' 19-year-old pitcher Bobby Matthews became the first pitcher in professional baseball history to record a win. He threw a complete game and struck out 5 Cleveland batters, rare in an area where strikeouts were uncommon. Matthews also introduced a pitch he became famous for, an early version of the curveball. Fort Wayne's defense was sharp, committing only 3 errors, which was considered outstanding at the time when rough fields and primitive equipment made clean plays difficult. Cleveland struggled at the plate, recording just 4 hits all game. Offensively, the Kikiyongas scratched out just enough to win. Deacon White, Cleveland's catcher, actually recorded baseball's first official hit earlier in the game, but it wasn't enough to spark their offense. Fort Wayne pushed across 2 runs, and that was all Matthews needed. The final score, Fort Wayne 2, Cleveland 0. The first shutout in professional baseball history, played in a small Indiana ballpark long before the major leagues existed. Today, baseball fans talk endlessly about Cooperstown and Fenway and Wrigley, but few realize that the very first chapter of professional baseball was written in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and unless you've seen the plaque that marks the old field, you'd never know that modern baseball began with a quiet afternoon game in the Hoosier State.
Hoosier History.